I think that same ferret TikToker also does the little videos of the ferret cooking things, which is my favorite thing on the internet. And I remember, I think I sent one to Deno being like, hey, look, it's Max. And she was like, yeah, if you add like a shit ton of soy sauce to it. And I was like, I know exactly what you mean.
But
There
my
are certain...
ingenious approach to cooking, which is beyond criticism aside, hello and welcome everybody to the AWKWARDCast, where A and Y and Keyframe wonder about random drivel. Did I save
that look
myself
to
there?
the cam. No, that look to the camera I just did was directly to Denim, who understands exactly how I felt in that moment.
Oh, this is probably an excellent moment. As you, dear viewers, can
All
see,
20 of you.
suddenly our guest and co-host froze there for a second. This is probably going to happen a lot today, because Discord, even so Twitter has not yet started complaining, but yeah. So if suddenly it cuts out, or every two out of no, I will always be in motion to you guys. But if those two freeze, it's not internet, it's Discord. Discord is doing this to all three of us at the same time. Okay, sorry. With this explanation out of the way,
and on top of that, you may notice that I sound bad.
absolutely, yeah. This is like
So
Keyframe ASMR,
not
the podcast.
to not go into certain things of why or how things happened this week, and my vocal cords are melted. I'm not sick. I just sound that way. So this may be a short show with either my death or people not having enough to talk about because my back can't handle carrying the show this week.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Sorry, I have to offset my lack of northeastern loud volume that we know everyone loves with sass.
Sounds like a fair deal, I guess.
Anyways, this is not about our internet or my vocal cords. This is about Awkward and the guest.
Yes.
This guy.
Exactly. With us once again.
My
and now,
editor.
That's also true. Once again, and finally reaching the highly acclaimed and seeked after top 10 most recurring guests on AWKWARDCast list. Finally in it, Wolfhead Brony. Ah shit, it did the thing again.
I like that me and Wolf had a similar idea. Even though I do think that this is the position that in the UK this is basically flipping the bird. So, hi Magical,
no.
how you doing?
Okay.
As soon as she said flipping the bird, I was like, is that aimed towards me? I'm a guest. How rude.
Exactly. But yeah, I was just saying, like, finally within the top 10 of our most recurrent guests with us today, Wolfhead Brony. Hello and welcome back.
Hi, my name is Wolfhead. I do a lot of editing.
That was... but who are you? What do you do? Why should people care? Because...
Oh, dude, you didn't send me the intro, so I forgot we had a... All right.
We had a what?
What were you going to ask me? What were you going to ask me, Max? What were you going to
No,
ask me?
the usual, like, who are you, what do you do, and why should people care? Also, I love that the intro to your channel starts with you on AWKWARDCast.
I love everything about that intro. It starts with AWKWARDCast. It has the sticker head I made him. Then it has all of us in bed. Like, it's just a cacophony of you are way too involved in our lives.
Maybe so. There's some truth to that. My name is Wolfhead Brony. I do a lot of editing, and the reason you should care about it is... I have to get back to you on that one. But
I mean, don't you do stuff for Keyframe, and you do awkward funnies? And...
Yes, I do stuff for Keyframe. I edit for Keyframe, and I edit for another content creator. Her name is Miss Melee, and her channel is called Miss Melee's Madness. That is absolutely correct, Max.
There.
I am starting.
No, this is
I am starting. Huh?
No, I'm just trying to find an example of a trailer you edited on here somewhere.
I was about to say you shouldn't scroll down too much because you don't want to suddenly get horny on main. You know.
Or do I? Let
Well,
me.
unless you want in your own time, but Twitch.
Get
This is
horny
sa-
on main
this
in your
is-
own time, please.
If we are talking Luna, this is still safe for work.
But yeah, Wolfhead edits highlight reels for my gameplay stuff since I usually intend on not keeping the full gameplay streams public unless I make a VOD channel like a scrub, but I don't know. But yeah, he recently edited an Uno highlight reel and it was really funny. It was really good. So I was like, let's get him on the cast so I can promote the boy because he does a really good job.
Oh, that's really nice of you. Yes.
Don't get used to it.
Yeah, that one I assume. Whee!
Yay!
Oh, my favorite gag, and I have two favorite gags in this. One is me condescending Chris on how to play Uno, and the other one is me laughing, both because of Wolfhead's visual gags, because he's okay. Golden left his cell phone in here.
I was like, is Brett just in the corner doing dumb shit? Like, is he just like in the corner, like, hey, Key, pay attention, hey.
But yeah, I will obviously link the highlight reel down below so you can check out funny stuff on Key's channel done by Wolfhead. And I am not even part of it. I will. But then again, this video will be on my channel, so we all are united in this link somehow.
It's a triangle, really. It's at the top is Keyframe, left Max, right me. So yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I fixed the bed all nice, and it turned out his phone was stuck between a bunch of sheets, and now the bed looks like it's been slept in again. Why do I bother?
All that hard work for nothing.
Oop, there's a short.
Why do we live only to suffer?
But yeah, in this gameplay, it was Chris, Sean, and our friend Dylan who works at OBS. He's a good boy. The funniest thing was when Wolfhead was editing this, he was like, "I can't tell the difference between Sean's voice and Chris and Dylan's voice," and I'm like, "Dylan has an accent."
No.
Dylan's.
Funny pose. This is...
What was that? What was that noise?
Me putting this thing on my head because it took a moment for me to realize that we froze again.
Oh, okay, all right.
I mean, I didn't know if you guys heard that Wolfhead's fuck up if he couldn't tell apart Sean's voice and Dylan's voice. So. And I had to say, the difference is Dylan has an accent because he's from New Zealand. I don't know how you can differentiate Sean's voice from anyone. Sean has the most remarkably unremarkable voice in the world that it's so unique.
It's so uninteresting that it's interesting.
Oh, dude, he actually sent me a scream for my next video because I...
Oh, again. This is taking a long time this time. Why is it taking so long? Okay, this is really... Also...
Oh no!
This took this one took forever. Jesus.
Yes, I actually got scared.
That's concerning. Anyways, also, send me your screams, please.
Yes.
Send you what? This part is probably cut out. Why should people send you screams?
Because I'm making a. Actually, I will talk about it when we get to our.
That is a great point. So yeah.
Wolfhead, what adventures have you had recently? This was the longest intro segment ever.
What adventures have I had recently? Let's see. I think I'm starting to become the victim of one of Key's many personality traits, in the sense that she is a compliment machine. I'm gonna warn you. I'm gonna gas you up a little bit. I'm gonna make you feel good. This is a.
Uh-oh, it's happening again. So maybe I should have explained this joke again, because it's not as...
There, minding my own.
Okay, we're back. I was still trying to... This one was a short one. Okay, sorry. Last thing we heard was that you are going to make... Oh, shit, it happened again. It's not working. It's still not working.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Real talk. Maybe you want to restart the call.
You think it's a call? Okay, let's see if it is a call. Everybody, leave the call. Leave
Sorry,
now.
guys. This is just
Leave the
starting
call,
to get
alright.
not funny.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry to derail. It was just starting to get
Yeah,
to the point of not
it
funny.
absolutely with you on this one. Okay.
Okay, so
We'll see if this
so
fixes
far,
it.
you said that you're a victim.
I'm a victim of one of Key's personality traits where Max is already a victim of it. Abby is already a victim of it. Brett is a victim of it. Key is just a random compliment machine. So like,
What?
I'll be, yeah. Wait, you didn't hear me when? Whoa, the screen froze. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna take a moment to compliment you right now. So Key is a compliment machine in the sense that I will sit somewhere and I'll just be minding my own business, and Key will just say something nice to me.
Gross.
She's only done it once or. What do you mean gross? She's only done it like once or twice, and I really appreciate her for that. So, I'm sorry, Key.
No, I'm just like, what the?
He-
Okay,
he-
is complimenting people not something people do, or do I just do it a lot?
You
Yes.
don't do it a lot. You've done it like once or twice, but each and every time I was like, sweet.
Well, I mean, okay, well, Max just said straight up yes, so I. Then again, no, Max has told me many times you compliment a lot, and I'm like, well, if I like you, I'm gonna let you know, like.
Yeah. But I...
Oh fuck!
Ooh, this doesn't sound
Oh
good.
no.
No, nothing
Okay.
spilled. Thank God for sippy cup lids.
He finally acknowledges it.
No, this is actually a sippy cup lid. It doesn't have a straw. There's a difference. This saves the environment because it's not using straws, quote unquote. But yeah, no. I mean, you're welcome. You do good work, and you deserve nice compliments, just like anyone that I think deserves compliments, and I will tell you so.
I need a
If I
soundboard to
did-
play
if
the
I-
door.
If I didn't
No,
like
don't.
you, I wouldn't. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't blow smoke up your ass. Like,
I wouldn't gash her head up. Like, yes, this is what I do.
I mean, no. I mean, the actual thing is, because I've made a lot of new friends recently, because I'm like in Derek's friend groups and stuff, and they're like, "You're unnaturally nice." And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" They're like, "You're always like the first to give money, or you're the first to say something nice, and all that." It's like, isn't that just what people are supposed to do?
Supposed to. That's the point.
Supposed to. Yeah, supposed to. But
I
yeah,
mean,
I
even
don't
more-
really.
Yeah.
I
Go
don't really
ahead.
have any wolf head adventures for you this time. I mean, still quarantined. I've still been like barricaded in my room more or less. If you notice, I have a new setup. Because I have a loft bed now. I'm
Ooh.
actually under my loft bed right now. And the only interesting part about that is that I put this loft bed together myself. It's like I ordered a loft bed and they gave me all the parts and that little like L screw. And they were just like, just put it together yourself. And I was like, I can do this. And then halfway through, I was like, I should have hired somebody to do this shit.
But
That's
hey,
all.
you did it with only minor injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
really need
cracked
to
my
stop
femur
going
in
on
half, but that'll
tangents.
heal.
What?
I'm
Was
joking.
okay, I was like, was that a funny ha-ha, or should we feel bad? Anyways, Max, please.
Yes.
Say anything.
In my week, I finally, after quite a while. I started in earnest the flat hunting. To the very sad point that I already saw basically a dream flat, and but I didn't have all the stuff together you need to apply for a flat. Like to be precise, a certificate that I'm debt free. That's the thing in Germany. I'm not sure if you need this in America or wherever as well. But yeah, in order to apply for a flat, usually they want to see a Schufa-Auskunft, which is basically a certificate that you have no debts and or no debts, not debts.
Depth. Which one are you thinking of? The one
Owing money.
Yeah. Debt. Oh, okay.
Debt.
Yeah.
So that proving that I'm debt free, and so I was like, okay, I need to order this, and there's some shit fuckery going on. Like when you go online on their homepage and you have like two options to order it. You can order it for free, and then they send it to you in snail mail, and they apparently send it to you intentionally slow to make it to encourage you to rather buy the premium version, which you then get online and instant. You would think that the online version is the one for free, and the snail mail one, which actually comes with mailing costs and printing and whatnot, would be the costly one. Nope. It's the other way around. Just to keep the convenience high enough so that people have a reason to pay money for this certificate. But yeah, while waiting for this certificate to arrive, this very, very beautiful flat already disappeared from the market. But this is not really surprising. Berlin has officially a living space crisis. So a nice flat that goes on the market will probably disappear in generally very quickly, which kind of makes it a bit masochistic on my end, that I still on a daily basis look for nice new flats and open them open the order, not the application page in a tab, just for it to inevitably run out before I have all my stuff together.
Oh, are you talking about like the timing out thing on a site?
On flats,
Like-
on flats that I'm looking at.
Okay.
Yeah, Max is like house shopping or shoe shopping.
Flat shopping.
He's told me.
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
why I
really want
walk
the
out
house.
during his That's why I feel safe to walk out during his segments, because I already know about his weeks.
But yeah, besides that, I guess I did not stop doing vlogs, which is an achievement in and of itself, given how little, how quickly I dropped the keychain project.
Dude, I haven't seen any of your vlog videos, but your thumbnails are on point. I gotta give it to you for the thumbnail.
I think the best compliment I gave him was on Twitter, which was, "You look like a commentary channel."
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Got some Danny Gonzalez vibes going on.
But yeah, for the most recent one, I had a little bit of a challenge going on there. Because so far for the thumbnails where I am so on point, as you guys put it, I have the benefit of it being a topic. I have a topic I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy to put something in the thumbnail. Where is the video? I know. Where? It has disappeared. My video has disappeared from my own subscription list. How does this even... Oh, no, there it is. I'm an idiot.
All right.
So...
Don't tempt him, Odie. Max has enough flagrant funds, especially since he hasn't been traveling, that he could buy a VTuber model if he really wanted to.
Actually,
dude, he should make it into a ferret. A virtual ferret.
That actually would be really
that
cute.
would be, yeah. But
Just a ferret with like glasses and a scarf. Hell yeah, that would be really good.
Oh,
I appreciate your energy of doing it while still having the TARDIS robe on.
yes.
That's a mood. And that I respect.
I just
that.
realized I already did it twice. I'm wearing the robe in 2 videos already. Jesus.
I know. And those are the ones that I clicked on really fast because I was like, you know what?
But
I already like this man, but now I respect him.
but yeah, I mean, for those three I had a topic, so I could put something here. For this one I didn't have a topic, so I had to work with this mirrored version of myself in a dream bubble.
I actually like that. It fits. It weirdly fits like Zoomer humor. Like it looks like. I mean, I don't know if that's a compliment according to some people, but it works.
Anyways, but yeah, I did not stop vlogging, which is like the equivalent of somebody else achieving something actively. For me, not failing, continuing doing something, is it? Yeah, but besides that, flat
Is
hunting.
it my turn?
I guess so. Flat hunting vlogs work because it's still a thing
Puzzle?
that I do. I didn't do puzzle. No, not since last week.
Good thing that I picked up the slack.
Oh, this Keyframe, you totally saved the day there.
Queen of transitions.
Oh boy. And there are pictures even. Huh?
Nothing You may have thought, Prissy, did anything happen in your week besides your vocal cords melting? Not until yesterday. Yesterday a puzzle came in the mail because my therapist told me I need to do more activities that one gets me out of my bedroom, which is also my office, and two makes me just go completely head empty because this works too hard. This needs to take a break. This needs to go out to lunch at some point. And I saw Max's like progress reports on puzzles, and I used to puzzle a lot when I lived back in my old state. I used to get like big puzzles and Mod Podge them after they were done and hang them up and all that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I bought a 1,000-piece puzzle of Yellow Submarine to the shock of this is my week.
Yeah, but you mentioned my puzzle, so I just wanted to show what you were talking about, but I was too slow.
That was the most genuine, like, excuse me.
Excuse me, I'm talking about something that I'm interested in.
I am interested in you 90% of the day. This is my 10%. Okay. No, I bought a 1,000-piece Yellow Submarine puzzle to the shock of absolutely no one, to the abject horror of a few, and a lot of people being like, this is an assault on the eyes. I agree. That's why I like it. You would think that a puzzle that is mostly blocks of color with very distinct outlines would be easy. Not really. But I also could say for certain Brett hates the way I put together puzzles.
Oh, is he? Oh, does he now?
He specifically kept asking me, why don't you just find all the frame pieces? And I said, because there's 1,000 pieces. I see these two bit bops connected these two bit bops. Why am I going to ignore these bit bops when I have a whole to just find frame pieces? So, like, you know, I am of the person who I will put together bits and then eventually they'll connect.
So you don't.
I work in chaos.
So you don't do the borders or the corners. You just do
the frame pieces. I don't put the border and then work inside. I just find pieces, put them together, and eventually I'll figure out where those sections go to those sections. And I mean, it's working. I've only worked on this puzzle for maybe a total of 3 hours. Like 2 hours last night, 1 hour this morning. Still quite a few pieces. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
whoopsie.
Yeah.
Because that is taking up a big portion of my coffee table, and there's still as in the second picture on there that I sent, there's still a lot of pictures in the box, a lot of pieces in the box. I am not excited to actually work on the body of the submarine because that's just a bunch of yellow pieces.
But there seems to be a little bit of a gradient going on there, so.
Oh, I mean, like, subtly, like, hold on, I'll grab the cover of the puzzle.
Okay.
That will also give us a point of reference how big the puzzle might turn out.
Yeah, because I was about to ask, like, what is the picture exactly? Like, what is it supposed to come together to complete?
come together
Right
now.
over me. All right, here we go.
Okay.
But yeah, so like, it's not the only real gradients are in the background. The submarine is just two
That's true.
different
That's
shades of
true.
yellow. This
Oh,
is where is it? This is like pale blue part's gonna be the fucking death of me. God damn it, I hate the swear format. This right here. And I'm
Okay.
not much of a fan of the smoke that the pointer finger is radiating either. That's not fun. But hey, I spelled out its name.
It's true.
But I won't lie, there is a certain joy I feel when I'm looking through pieces and I was like, ah, wait. Yes! Mostly for these monsters with the giant teeth in the top right corner. But yeah, I don't know if I'll put up work in progresses every like couple of days like Max does, but I will definitely show it to Max and to friends to be like,
It doesn't stop. I get progress updates all the time.
oh wow, wow.
big baby, big baby.
Says
You
the
know
person
it.
who I could directly quote Max with saying, "I will gladly take the blame for you doing puzzles."
It's actually true.
Well, not you made your bed. You will now lie in it.
I make the bed every morning.
Same, and obviously it doesn't help. But yeah, besides that, did I do? Oh, the other thing, I finally got picked to be a Pokemon in Derek's friend lock. I may have mentioned no. I finally got one. I am a Sandshrew. To anyone who actually knows Pokemon, you know what that is. It's like a little a hedgehog looking ass thing. And I love it. I just talk like a very angry Brooklyn person because the character sprite looks like I'm flipping the finger. So that became my bit. And they caught me right after one of their friends died in the game. So the first thing I said when I got pulled into the call was, "You look like you just saw your friend die."
Hey.
The entire chat was like, "This is my new favorite character." And that made me feel some kind of joy. Oh, and I'm learning Italian. The cacophony of Chrissy's life. Well, yeah, because I had an Audible credit, not Spawn, and I was like, I am making a decree. One, I'm getting my fucking tattoo next month. No, well, in March. No one can stop me. Lockdown took it away from me. I'm not letting it take it away from me again if places are open.
Okay.
2, I will be 25 next year. I'm returning to the fatherland and I am going to fucking Italy. And if I'm going to Italy, I don't want to be that tourist that doesn't understand what anyone is saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Look, I should know that feeling. Because every time I go to Germany, I feel that way. But just as much as I learned little bits of German there, I will actually learn the language and go to the fatherland. And I also learned another cool thing. Do you want to know how to get beaten up in Italy? You do this. That is basically the gesture that says, fuck you and your mother.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm very glad that the mother is in this. I wonder what fuck you without the mother looks like.
Well, I mean, actually, pretentious literature fact. In Shakespeare, when they say, I bite my thumb at thee, this is the gesture that they're doing. So, yeah, if you ever want to just really make an Italian person mad, don't do this. And you'll get probably thrown in the Hudson River or whatever the actual Italian equivalent is.
Yeah,
the
Hudson,
Mediterranean.
I'm pretty sure.
him and his mother will both throw you into the Hudson River. That is in that place. Sand frame.
Yeah, slow. Mrs. Sandframe, sand me a frame. But yeah, so watch slowly as I become inside more Italian, but outside stay the mayonnaise sheen that I am. But
Okay.
yeah, that was everything.
Oh,
Shit.
I
Someone else talk because I need to
yeah,
not.
no problem. I also just remembered something else happening this week. You remember Gideon the Ninth? The audiobook I mentioned before on the show about this weird necromancer sci-fi universe where there is this character who unexplainably has aviator glasses. Now we are listening to this again because the sequel just came out, and I'm like, do I buy the sequel? Do I not buy it? Okay, let me listen to the first one again. I know that I could not make an opinion on it back in the day if I like it or not. Let's go back and listen to it again. Maybe I can come to an opinion this time around.
I will probably join you because I bought that book.
Gideon the
and I
Ninth
still
or
haven't listened.
Harrow the Ninth? Gideon.
I bought Gideon.
Ah,
yeah.
the first one, yeah.
And I bought Gideon, and I want to actually listen to audiobooks on my walk since I try to take
sounds
a
good.
walk every day,
Yeah.
and I ran out of YouTube.
Oh.
So I'm going to be listening to it because I have so many audiobooks, but then I just stopped. I was halfway through the history of alcohol, and then I just stopped. I was just getting to the part about Coca-Cola.
Hey.
Well, okay, it's the history of drinks, not the first 3 chapters are about fucking liquor. It's like beer, wine, spirits, and then I think it's going to go into coffee, tea, and then Coke, all defining generations. Because when I think of history, I think of whiskey.
Didn't you already talk about an entire book about coffee?
No.
Who was it? Somebody talked about an entire book about the history of coffee.
I do remember, I think I told you personally about the book, and you were like, oh, tell me about it after you're finished reading it, because that actually sounds interesting. And then the other thing is that I said it on the podcast that I was listening to it, but that was like a week segment thing, because I was like, I'm finally listening to audiobooks again.
Yay!
And then I stopped.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, I mentioned it in passing because then I was talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's book that I listened to. That's why. It's still a good book. People need to give it a chance. But yes.
But yeah,
why don't you talk about your media?
Whatever it is, because have you told me yet what your media is?
Yeah, he put Watership down. He was the first one in the chat to say the media.
Oh, you guys are talking about me. I thought you asked Max what his media was. Yeah.
I'm stalling for him because he still hasn't figured it out.
No, I have figured it out and have it open and everything.
Oh, do you? Well, fuck you.
Max, do you want to talk about your media or should I talk about my media?
You can talk about your media.
Okay. So one of the people I edit for, she's very lovely. Her name is Miss Melee. I already said that. Has opened my eyes and my world to a form of media called Watership Down. Watership Down started off as a book, and it is a book about a bunch of rabbits who their burrow is destroyed by man, and they try to find another burrow. I watched the movie. The movie is
this one, I
like,
assume?
Huh?
This one, I assume?
Yes. Wait, is it?
I assume
yes,
so.
It is.
I had this at VHS, and I watched it as a small child. Please continue explaining what had a strong impression on my childhood.
The movie itself is a little bit more brutal than the show. I've been watching the show. I finished watching the whole show yesterday. So the movie is a little bit more brutal in the sense that, like, you will see bunnies get ripped open, and it's like, oh, I don't want to see that. And it's like, it's a little dour and it's a little depressing at times, but it is what it is. But when I watch the TV show,
you are downplaying this movie so much.
Yep.
Am I downplaying it really?
You see bunnies dying, like getting poisoned and being in slingshots and shit.
And suffocated.
And spilling blood.
In the snare, yeah. The movie gets brutal, but the show is like a kind of like... It's kind of like the movie, but it doesn't focus on the brutality, I should say. It doesn't focus on the brutality. So I watched the show. The show has a lot more story to it. My favorite character in the whole thing, in the whole freaking thing, is Bigwig. I think I like Bigwig more than I like Bugs Bunny. He is my favorite fictional rabbit of any media ever, and I adore him.
I assume that show? Netflix?
No,
No.
Melee told me to not watch the Netflix adaptation.
Okay. Let me remove this quickly. No, this is a puzzle. Stuff is falling apart. There's more puzzle. This is my media.
It's the blue meanie. Why?
Well, back to
But
here.
yeah, Watership Down is a great watch if you want to watch a show about like I don't even like most of the time I don't even see them as harmless, defenseless little rabbits because sometimes they will play up scenes where you forget that they're rabbits. It's like sometimes a rabbit will show up and then they'll get into fights and it's like, wow, rabbit can actually freaking fight. Like they will play up a scene where you forget that they're rabbits basically. But I love that show, and I think Keyframe, have you seen Watership Down?
Of course I have.
And
The
Max
sh-
has seen
The,
Watership
the
Down.
show is because I have only seen the original movie. The one
You've
from
only
the
seen the original movie. You haven't seen the show?
Nope.
Oh, okay. The show has a lot more story beats in it, but season 3 made me mad, but I'm not going to go into why because that's spoiler territory.
Max only watched cultured content like the Treasure Island cartoon
God
that
damn it.
he watched as a
Shush.
child.
Go away, woman. Don't talk that blasphemy.
No, I
You
want to
can't
talk
make
about
me go away.
I want to talk about the Treasure Planet cartoon now.
No,
Now,
Treasure-
not Treasure Planet, Treasure Island.
Treasure
you
Island?
See, yeah, there was there was this like old cartoon for Treasure Island that Max was like talking
And it
nonstop
and it
about,
has
saying it
Hugh
was his
Laurie in it and
childhood.
stuff.
Yeah, and so I think it was literally the last time I was in Germany. We were like, you've never seen Treasure Planet, Max? No, and you've never seen the Treasure Island show? No. So let's watch both of them, and we found an episode. of the
There,
Treasure
look at this
Island
beautiful,
show.
beautiful show. Stellar animation. The thing is,
hold on.
the art
I
style.
took a selfie of you watching the show.
Oh yeah, you did.
Gotta find it because your face during it was so fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, the animation and the art style still is fine, but oh boy, is the writing shit. And the acting. I believe the acting was, depending on the character, also okay, but the writing was horrendous.
Hugh Laurie's character was weird.
Yeah.
Hugh Laurie, the guy from House?
Yes,
The doctor
he-
from
yes,
House? All right.
Dr. House.
I forgot. Oh look, now there is a kind of devil raccoon? Rat? I don't even know.
You immediately try to identify what kind of creature it is. It's like, is that a wombat? Is that a beaver? Or what the hell is that?
There's a title screen.
Birthday.
There's no title screen. Give me a title screen. Nope.
You know, Max, I can't, from this trailer, I couldn't tell that the writing was garbage unless you
I know.
told me that the writing was garbage.
That's the thing. The intro looks fine. The art style looks fine, but it's amazingly bad. The writing is like, the Legend of Treasure Island. It's like horrendous. Like the characters are all stupid. It's this kind of typical talking down kind of show.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense. There's suddenly an action scene that is like ends in a cartoon noise and the people are somewhere else. It's this kind of really, really bad, cheap production and the writer smoking something while writing.
The
So
writer is like,
Okay. I found it.
you found it? Oh, you have to show it.
oh yeah, there it is. Okay, let me open that beautiful, beautiful picture. Open link.
There's
Oh boy, oh the zoom in is not helping.
There's
Wait,
actually two. There's two, and
He's so
I got-
upset.
Yes.
wait, no, the second picture he's even more upset because I remember specifically him saying like, "Wow, like this is so bad." Like he was not happy, but Discord doesn't let me pick two pictures. Okay, there's me being angry at you at Disney. Okay, scrolling.
Scrolling.
Oh
Anyways,
my
this is whose media are we talking about? Wolfhead maybe while Keyframe looks for the to wrap up. Who should watch? No, this one nobody should watch. That was the Netflix should nobody watch? I believe you said. Even so,
The
you were just
Netflix show, as far as I'm told, I was informed to not watch the Netflix
okay.
adaptation because the Netflix adaptation is garbage. I
Okay,
have not
fair.
seen any of the episodes.
It's
It's
fair.
just what I've been told.
Fair. So, but this show, you are like, hey, lots of story, not as nightmarishly brutal, and this
Yeah.
can be. Who should watch it? Who should not, and why?
Let's see. I think everybody should watch it if you like
Okay.
a good story.
Oh,
If
okay.
you like a good story that you could get sucked into that has like a lot of
Okay, to explain
It's all
Wolfhead's
picture
reaction.
You are so dead behind the eyes. You can see that I'm trying to hold in my laughter. Because
Look
It
at
looks like
this.
Max has been sucking on like a sour candy for the whole
No.
show.
it was
No.
emotional sour candy. I was just holding in my laughter because at this point he didn't realize I was taking a picture.
He's so full of hate. He's so full of hate.
I
Oh,
hate
that's
how much
great.
of a cheeky little shit I look like in that picture. I'm just like,
Oh god. But yeah, Watership. God damn it. Yeah, Watership Down. If you're into like a good story with a good arc, I advise everyone to watch it. If you are immune to watching cute, adorable animals getting ripped asunder, watch the movie. The movie is still okay. And that's about it. That's all I have to say about
double
Watership Down.
feature with Feel-A-Day.
Yay.
Another family-friendly classic.
Oh yeah, but Filiday is actually not meant at all for children. While with Watership Down, it's hard to say for whom it was meant. Didn't Matt
No,
Munchkin do?
the director of Watership Down specifically said it's not for children.
Okay.
It's just that fucking home distribution kept putting it in
Yep.
places for
I mean,
children.
even my parents, who
Oh.
I dare to say did a good job parenting, they bought this DVD and let me watch it. As a small child.
What's your media, Max?
Or VHS. Yeah, Baby Max with the VHS of the scary bunnies. Anyways, who should go next? How does your voice feel, Key? Do you want to go now or do you want to...
You go next.
I go
Save
next.
the best for last.
Oh, is that so? So, then I want to bring attention to not just a video, but an entire movie, but an entire franchise. For those not yet aware of it, Happy Deathday.
Yeah.
Why do I dare to bring it up? Because I last week I got to watch Happy Death Day to You, so the sequel, which I recall also watching Happy Death Day like not too long ago, like maybe a year or two. No, must be. I forgot this. 2002 was an entire year. So yeah, more like 2 to 3 years ago. I watched Happy Death Day, and it's as you can see, it has a very strong slasher thing going on, like with a dude in a mask doing. By the way, is the same guy who designed the Scream mask. Funny enough, so the babyface mask is from the same guy, but. To just describe it in the very same way as the director or whatever himself did. Oh yeah, Odie already caught me to the punchline. Yeah, the director himself described it as Groundhog Day meets Scream. So she's stuck in a time loop and gets murdered over and over, and she has to basically solve her own murder. And
what's that fucking Greek legend of the guy who's getting his liver picked out by
that
vultures
was
and
Atlas, wasn't it? No, Atlas keeps the
No,
thing up. Oedipus is the guy with
Lazarus?
Oedipus is the guy who marries his dad. It's the original. It's one of the Titan. No, not the Titans. The giants. Prometheus. Of course, it's good old Prometheus who gave us the fire, and as punishment for giving the fire to the humans, he got to a stone, and the bird came and eat it. Now Tantalus is to the chin in water and with beautiful fruits hanging above him, and whenever he tries to reach either of them,
Also,
it disappears.
Oedipus didn't marry his dad, you idiot. He married his mom, killed his dad, and then took out his eyes.
Yeah. I just made it a little bit more progressive with him marrying his dad.
I don't think the LGBTQ community needs to have good old Oedipus in their lineup of characters.
But yeah, to come back to Happy Death Day. So she's stuck in time, and the beautiful thing is, she is like a very fucked up, not a stuck up sorority girl. So she's from sorority girl. Thank you, and so she is not a good person. There is literally somebody out to kill her because she's not a good person. This is literally, it's a personal murder. It's not so much I can say. It's a very personal murder. Somebody wants to see her dead because she is such a bitch. And but yeah, through this, it should be a traumatic experience, but she plays it so beautifully because it's a horror comedy. To bring this to the table, it's a comedy, very clearly. Her reactions to it are comedic. There is they make it very clear that, for example, in the sequel, a character. Damn it, this is going to spoilers. I guess I can phrase it neutral enough that it's not directly a spoiler. But in the sequel, a character starts ending the day on their own volition. So they start to suicide each day. And they went out of their way to find a middle ground between it being comically, like think Deadpool levels of his entire team gets killed, but it's funny, even though it shouldn't be. And on the other hand, like, yeah, it's still happening, slashing. It has a deconstructive nature. It has a time loop element, which, when done well, is always fun. It's I would say it's not too gory. I mean, it's a slasher, so there is some knife stabbing going on.
I mean that it's obligatory at that point if you're going to be part of the genre.
It's true.
Is her name Tree?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm just saying, if your parents give you the name Tree, you're allowed to be a bad person because God, you were meant to be.
I believe
if you're not a bad person,
I believe
you're gonna get bullied.
I believe it's a short form for tree something Teresa. I don't know.
Then call her Teresa.
No.
Call her Terry. Don't call her
Teresa
Tree.
maybe. No, Tree is a nickname, like Tree. So no but yeah.
Okay, but I'm.
No, this is literally how you spell tree, so this was not helping my case. But maybe there's a meta message about growth in there. I believe there actually is. No, but what I want to say is, like, horror comedy, it takes itself very tongue-in-cheek. It has a phenomenal protagonist in her reaction to all this. Because she is neither the rolling over part. No, she's not a typical final girl, because, I mean, also she keeps dying over and over, so she is like the final girl plus one. She's a repeat final girl. That's a thing. But yeah, she is so, I mean, maybe you saw it in the trailer earlier. She is just like, she's losing it. She's getting.
She would be exact. Oh my God! You know what she is? She's Twilight in Hard Reset. Like, just going crazy.
It's a very fitting comparison, actually. Yeah, because she is like going like, fuck you over it.
So hell yeah.
This makes it.
Who do you think wouldn't like it?
So if you are absolutely not into horror, especially slashers, and avoid it. But it's, as I mentioned before, it's not a gory one, so it's safe if this is some kind of something to a line you don't like to cross. But yeah, if you are okay with the genre itself, I would highly recommend checking it out.
If you're not a boring person, only boring people absolutely despise horror movies.
But yeah, but
if you don't like gory, that's fine.
Yeah,
but if you don't like horror.
But here's the thing: it is also not monster horror, so it's like slasher horror. So you have a killer in a creepy mask running around and stabby. So it's not some kind of cosmic horror going on there. But if you are okay with the genre in general, I would, if you haven't already, highly recommend checking it out, because it's funny. It's not necessarily deconstructive, but it is very self-aware. Is it not rated R already? I don't know.
Oh, it was wasn't it? I think like when it was released in theaters, it was PG-13, and then home releases had a rated R cut, because that's the one sucky thing about a lot of horror comedies that have come out since like 2010, is that they try to get the bigger audience, so they do PG-13, except we are not in the era anymore where PG-13 actually means anything. It's so watered down. Well, because when you look at films that are horror films especially, and what they were rated when they first came out, a lot of them are rated R now in home releases. Like Poltergeist is rated R now, but it used to be like PG-13 when it first came out. But yeah, that I've seen Happy Death Day. I haven't seen the sequel, but I get the criticism that it's like, man, you wish the envelope could be pushed a bit more, because you could sometimes tell that they want to, but executive handcuffs.
I'm not sure how much they push in the sequel, if they push much further, but the sequel is very much in the same spirit. So if you enjoyed the first one, definitely keep moving on to the second one. It's also good. I had a great time watching it. And yeah. No end.
Before I get to mine, I want to give a shout out to Tony Gardner, who is the Scream Mask and Baby Mask guy, because he's a fucking legend. Because he's not only done stuff for Scream, he's done stuff for 27 Hours, Zombieland. He actually did the robot animatronic in the Daft Punk Technologic music video. So he does a lot of animatronic stuff, not just makeup. My favorite thing is, one, he could say he's an Academy Award nominated makeup designer for Bad Grandpa, the Jackass movie.
I bought that movie. I can't
Look,
believe it.
I'm just saying, I have mixed opinions about Jackass. But I'm very happy that I could say Academy Award nominated Jackass movie. Second, he did the animatronic work for The Seed of Chucky, the last theatrically released Chucky movie until the 2019 reboot. So I could also say that he had to figure out the animatronics for the scene where Jennifer Tilly's doll inseminates a human character with a turkey baster.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyways, my media is that I just want to give a shout out to Tony. You're cool. Come on our show.
The only scene I can vividly remember from The Seed of Chucky is when the kid finds Chucky and Tilly, and then they pull his pants down, and then there's nothing there, and then they're just looking at each other like, yeah.
The Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky are fucking trips. You need to watch them under a certain amount of pretense and inebriation. But now, I already put in the Discord chat the visual aid. Okay, so I know I've talked about the My Brother and Me podcast before on the show. I want to promote their TV show that they had which is called My Brother, and Me, the show.
Hmm.
Oh my god. This is a treasure. Now, what is this show? It's basically them just dicking around a bunch in this small town. And it's so like, here's the thing. There are 2 out of context compilations of this show. With context, I don't think it makes any more sense, but it does get funny. But yeah, it's just about the 3 brothers, and they're just doing random activities throughout their towns, and it's a 6-episode series. So they do things like make a show about spiders. They do a big parade about spiders in the middle of a town. They start a cult. they do a bunch of shit, and then they also have their like help desk thing where they're just talking to each other, and it's so fucking funny. Wish I lived in the town that they live in, because all the people in that town are not actors. These are just real life people that live in the town, that because this is their hometown, just reacting to these brothers' existence. And I fully respect that. This feels like if a public access show had effort. Which but yeah, if you don't know the brothers, there's Justin, Griffin, and Travis. Justin is the bigger one, Travis is the one with the beard, and Griffin is the funny one. Well, Griffin's the youngest one and displays the youngest energy. But I feel like if you like absurdist comedy, you would really like this show. Also, if you like the kind of camaraderie that you can get between brothers and stuff, you'd also like it. But I guess the people who wouldn't like it is if you like really straightforward humor, like nothing without any awkwardness or something like that, or you want sophisticated humor, you're not gonna get it with this show. You're watching a show called My Brother, and Me, that says horny for teamwork. I think like your priorities are skewed already. But if you're like me, and you like people being stupid, but not like stupid, but smart stupid, if you like this podcast, you'll like the humor of this show. There's your elevator
I just
pitch.
want to say that basically sums it up, I guess. Where is the show?
I wish I could. Okay, so originally it was on CISO, but that got moved. So if you have Verve, the Verve program, you can get it. I don't know if there's a way to leak. I don't know if Verve is available in all countries, so you may need to find it through
creative ways.
Other means.
Yeah.
Creative ways. I kind of want to keep talking because at the end of this
I can also go forward. I'm not sure if you really want to go for 9 minutes.
Well, oh no, scrub to the end. Lin-Manuel Miranda guest starred on this show.
Oh my.
I think you need to go
even further. No, then I need to go back, unless he is a clown.
No, he's not the. There he was.
What?
Like it. He's sitting in a chair.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently, fun fact, Lin and the brothers are great friends with each other, like pre-Hamilton, to the point that there's actually 2 My Brother and Me references in Hamilton.
Oh.
Like, because apparently the second cabinet battle where he's like, do you want to grab King Louis's head? Do whatever you want, I'm super dead, is something Griffin pitched.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, so yeah, they've had Lin on the podcast, and they also just have him on the last episode, which was a Christmas special, where they got Lin to dab and say, give Griffin my Tony.
Yeah, we saw the dab already.
Oh, he has such a dad dab, too.
He does. Wait, I can maybe freeze frame it. But
hey, kids,
there we go.
Too slow.
Too slow.
God, he looks like such a baby.
And there we go.
Thing. Yeah, that's a dad dab.
That's a dad dab.
Yeah, I can recommend. I will recommend My Brother and Me, the podcast and the show till the end of time, until all my friends have listened to it. But this is a good, approachable way, given that the My Brother and Me show has gone on for like 8 years and there's hundreds of episodes. This one only has 6. and it's just a fun little romp. You could put on one. I don't think it's a binging show. I think it's like you put on one, have a good laugh, and you save another one for next week. That kind of thing.
Neato. Fine. So, but I guess that concludes the media. Which means it's shout-out time for the art of the week. This week, since we had a single portrait of me last week, it seemed kind of nice symmetry to have this one. Wait, where do I need to point? There do I need to point. By Baja Griffin?
Baja Griffin.
It's a J. Why does a J get pronounced like an H?
It's like it's like a Baja Blast at Taco Bell, your favorite fast food restaurant.
Then it's Baja Griffin, who did a very cheeky looking keyframe actually. That's a little bit like, especially the not cheeky, but the back of their eye has a line of like, ha. Oh, I can actually recreate it with my eyebrow. Ha.
Yeah, because you in real life are a cheeky fucker. I can't do that. If I try to do that, I just look like I got something in my eye. No, I just look like I got something in my eye. Like,
oh god,
hey.
now I get teach. now I get teach Spanish. The J is silent. Yeah, J in Spanish is an H.
Thank you, Baja. You're great. I've commissioned you many of times. They are actually the person who did that artwork of you drawing while I'm like behind you cheerleading.
Ah.
Yeah, they're a good artist.
Yeah.
It's time for the question.
Maybe I should actually start credit the art of the week in the description as well.
Wait, you don't do that?
I have it always on screen, like readable. Uh-oh, I am in trouble. So, questions!
No. When you did the fan arts at the end of each episode, you did not put a link to that artist in the description.
So, Q&A!
Have we done the show? Okay. Sorry. Artist me is getting angry.
No.
Okay. First question. Why does Max not think about others? Okay, I'm sorry. That's enough. That's enough sassy me. You do not need to defend yourself.
Oh, Maxie boy.
It's true.
What about Twitter questions?
Twitter questions. Yes, I have our not just our not veteran, but our Twitter man, our holding up the fort. J-Rock is obviously, but also Brandon Kruger is back with questions on Twitter. So I have two. That's the two questions that I have. Yeah. So yeah, to start off with J-Rock's good old would you rather. Would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse? Which raises a question. What is the robot apocalypse? Are we talking Terminator?
I think we're talking Terminator, yeah.
I mean...
Which that's just... What happens until, like, Skynet takes over and...
Or I guess iRobot could also count the before the ending.
I would go with the robots because at least there's a feasible chance I could turn the things off. Zombies will just keep coming. As Walking Dead has shown by never getting canceled, they will just keep coming.
Here's the thing though. Zombies are easier to kill than Terminators are. I would say.
But so is like an ant. But when you have a million ants...
Then you have a character from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, see, and here's the thing stopping me from just disguising myself as a beep boop robot and living my life.
Yeah, we have seen a Futurama episode how this goes. It doesn't go that well. So you are voting. You're clearly voting robots.
I take robots.
Okay, what about you, Wolf?
I take zombies because I'm gonna die, but I want to do some like Shaun of the Dead shit before I die. I want to be goofy.
This is harder with robots.
You don't want to be Bruce Campbell? You want to be Sean?
I want to be Shaun. Key, I have a thing for like stupid comedies. I want to be Shaun of the Dead. I don't want to be Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell is not stupid. Comedy.
No.
Suffer.
Zombies will smell worse, says Denim.
That's a great point. I'd rather
That
take
is
the
an
smell of
excellent
motor
point,
oil
yeah.
over flesh.
Oh, everywhere
But,
you
okay.
go, it just smells like rotten BO. It's like, ugh.
Tom, can you imagine how bad the world of Zombieland must smell like?
Oh my god.
Because no one's showering either. Like, okay, but what about you, Max? Robots or zombos?
The smell aspect. It's like before that I was a little bit more with Wolfhead, and I would have said zombie apocalypse. Because you have a chance at least.
Just don't be stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I have watched Zombieland. Yeah, you just need to have your rules, like always double check, always, nah.
If you're in a situation where you're held up in a mall and somebody comes in and they're like, please help me, you shoot them in the chest. That's what you do in a zombie apocalypse, because they could be bit and then they could turn, and then they could turn you and all your friends, which is a fate worse than death.
But in the robot apocalypse, they could be a Terminator with a flesh suit, like the Terminator.
Yeah.
They could be infiltrator units.
At least that death would be quick if you died at the hands of a robot. A zombie doesn't care about mercy.
Yeah. The turning process is not an easy process.
Even if they don't turn you, if they just eat you for fucking lunch, that's just scooping and scooping. Like, you're not gonna fall asleep. That's not sleepy night. That's screaming into the great abyss.
Okay, here's my answer. So I go with the Zombieland version of the robot apocalypse, because that's currently missing. Are there any funny robot apocalypses out there? No, it's always like doom and gloom. There is like, they haven't cracked the code yet. So I want to be in the robot apocalypse to make it funny. I want to live up to the challenge, and I want to do funny stuff like Shaun of the Dead, like Zombieland. Because
I can already think.
Yeah.
I can already think of like a funny gag that like robots can do in a robot apocalypse.
Installing
like
Windows 2000 on them.
You took it right out of my mouth. Like, what if they're all chasing you and then their eyes just start buffering and it's like they're installing a Windows update? Some bullshit like that.
You would not defeat them, but it would cripple them and be like funny, and then they would run an update and then you move one of the most. Then you transfer the intelligence of one of the most badass robots that get captured by the rebellion to place it into a toaster. Fallout reference.
But what's your what would be your Bill Murray of this robot?
I don't want to have a Bill Murray. No, this was too sad.
I'm talking about Bill Murray at the end of Zombieland 2.
Oh.
Where he just completely. We're not gonna. I'm just talking about your celebrity robot killer.
My celebrity robot killer.
I would go with Ernie Hudson. Let's keep the Ghostbusters thing going. I want Winston Zedmore to fucking fuck shit up. He's angry that he didn't get his royalties, and he's coming out for blood and oil.
I feel like my answer would be kind of predictable.
Oh.
I would want Seth Rogen in a zombie apocalypse with me, but I want Seth Rogen to play like, despite all the stupid roles that Seth Rogen has been in, where he's always like a funny kind of shithead, kind of stupid guy. If we're in an apocalypse movie, I want Seth Rogen to be the only serious character in the whole movie, and that'll be the comedy, and the rest of us will just be dumb shitheads. I feel like I would like that a lot.
Anuba has the great thing. Jenna Marbles doggos can save the robo future. You just upload a bunch of Kermit frying compilations to the robot's hard drives, and all they would do is just cry until they run out of fuel. You implant them with Kermit, and Kermit will save the day.
Yeah. Okay, next question.
That was a great
Yeah.
question. Okay. Okay. Energize and Enigmatic asks, right. Let's get right to the real division breaking question. Are you a coffee or tea person, and why is it superior to the other in your stance? If you don't like both or even one, why you being a pussy about it? Thanks, Enigma. So yeah,
we are gonna fight.
are you a coffee or tea person, and why? And make a case on why yours is better.
Wolf,
This is a
why
debate
don't
team
yeah?
question.
Why don't you go first, Wolf?
Square up. Coffee is better than tea because you can have many. Wait, my reasoning doesn't make any sense. I was gonna say you can but you can have so many different coffees. But then I realized that there's like 1,000 different flavors of tea, and it's just my argument fell apart. So I'm a coffee drinker. I love coffee, even though I only drink like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Like I got the K cups. I have a Keurig. I'm a coffee kind of person. So. I can't really. I don't want to fight anybody about why coffee is best because I know so little about coffee that I wouldn't be a great fighter at it. If I was like a good debater, then sure. But I haven't done my research. So whoever's gonna fight me on tea, just take your shot. I'm here.
Keyframe, what about you?
I really want to be Switzerland about it because I really like both. But it's just one of those like real talk answer. I like both. I just have to be in the mood for either or. But for the sake of argument, I'm just going to talk about the one that I drink more, which is tea. And that's because, especially with herbal teas, there are more net positives for your body than coffee could provide. I would say that you can get more damage from an over drinkage of coffee than you would like an over drinkage of tea. Mind you, that would be depending on the tea that you do. You could drink too much green tea and get the same amount of caffeine jitters and shit. But I usually drink tea to help with my digestion because I have a little piss baby stomach. And so I drink a lot of like ginger peach tea and calming tea. I would say that tea is better for me as an anxious person than coffee. Because coffee sometimes can really trigger anxiety.
Okay, damn.
Well,
not
it's
aware.
true because caffeine can exacerbate symptoms of anxiety. So if you're going through a manic episode, you should not consume things that have caffeine in it because it'll just make it worse. Because the whole thing of caffeine is it raises your heart rate and blood pressure, which already is happening when you're in a manic episode.
Doesn't tea do the same?
Depending on the tea, if you're drinking a black tea or green tea, that has
an actual
amounts
tea?
of caffeine. No, because green tea and black tea, depending on how long they're steeped, but they also have a thing called like thiamine, which is different from caffeine, but it does provide you energy, but it's not completely based on caffeine. But if you go with more herbal teas, then they don't have caffeine-related processes. You can also get caffeine-free green tea. So it's a bunch of mishmash stuff.
Fair.
Sorry, I went real talk in a silly answer. Anyway, you go, Mr. Syrup.
Max, join. Max, join the Coffee Alliance.
I mean, I just to give a counterpoint to Keyframe. Keyframe. I blame.
You could just say.
I blame the chat.
It's very hard
the
to
chat.
get that messed up. You could just say Chrissy. It would make it easier.
But yeah, I was just thinking, coffee helps my digestion too, but probably in a different way than tea does for you. Anyway.
Shots.
No, don't say shots. Don't say shots because that's exactly the effect that it has. Ew. Like.
Guys, you have a shitty humor. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's a laxative. Jesus.
So my answer, but when my answer to the question tea or coffee, I want to be like Switzerland because I like both I like both. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah.
God damn it, why did I get a sum up? I wanted to piss you off by literally repeating what you said.
I mean, you. Look, I'm still kind of waiting in the fucking digestion comments. I will at least. I'm taking this Switzerland echoing as an offsetting. You evened yourself out. Don't test me. Not today, boy. Not today.
Okay, I guess we are back to Twitter, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Well, in this case, good old
Sorry.
Brandon Croker is back, and his question this time around is: what are some upcoming animated projects you're looking forward to the most? Be they movie, TV show, short film, or even video games. So we are really like anything that is not live action.
Ghost
Anything
and
I'm
Molly
looking forward
McGee.
to.
Who?
The Ghost and Molly McGee.
Ghost
Oh,
of Molly
I
McGee.
have two. I have two.
Okay.
One, Mitchell's versus the Machines, which most people know as Connected, the new Phil Lord, Chris Miller Sony movie. Netflix got the rights to it, so it's coming out soon, and I can't fucking wait. And two is a Disney Channel show called The Ghost and Molly McGee, which is supposed to come out this year. It's a musical animated show. The voice of Master Shake, if you're an Adult Swim watcher like I am, voices the ghost. And it has a bunch of songs, and every song is written by Rob Cantor, which, if you don't know, was the guy who made the Shia LaBeouf song. You know, actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. And I'm fucking stoked. Honestly, a lot of Disney Channel stuff is what I'm hyped for, because you got Ghost and Molly McGee, there's a dinosaur superhero show, there's also Proud Family Louder and Prouder's coming out this year. There's so much good shit from Disney coming, and I can't fucking wait. Oh, and also Raya the Last Dragon. Fuck you guys,
yes,
the dragon looks cute. Also, fuck you for spoiling me on the dragon's design. I wanted to go in blind.
Oh
Put
yeah, I have.
put some fucking tags on your goddamn tweets, and also stop calling it an Elsa dragon. It still presents Southwest Asian dragon characteristics. Also, it's in her depowered form. Did you want them to reveal her final form during the trailer? Because if they did, you would have complained. You are never happy.
Jesus Christ.
You can take her voice, but you cannot take her passionate
My
talk
soul.
about animation.
Her voice was calm, but it was so passionate.
yeah.
Anyways, what are your guys'? I'm Gucci
Max, you
on
go
shit.
first. I have to think of something that I'm excited for.
I just realized that I am also beautifully unprepared.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
do you have a
Weird.
video game you're hyped for? Video games are.
That's the thing. I'm not really that easily to hype. So
Okay. Excited about?
For
You're
anything?
looking forward to?
I
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
No. But I mean, I get where you're coming from, and I just have a hard time remembering or coming up with what is coming up.
You
Can
can't even say the Uncharted movie that comes out in 2022 now.
But the Uncharted movie is live action, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I
isn't
forgot
it
it was
gonna be?
animated. I forgot it was. This question was for animated. I was just trying to think of all movies.
Can I steal an answer from chat and just say Owl House Season 2, even though we haven't heard anything about it?
That
all?
would be yes.
Do you want me to pop your bubble?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Kier, you gonna pop my bubble? Don't pop my bubble. Fine, go ahead.
Dana Terrace, love her to death, said there is a likelihood because of COVID that it will come out really late in 2021, if not in 2022.
Oh, but
because
it's not canceled.
Season 2, it's not canceled. Season 2 was in the writing phase halfway through season 1, so it's still happening. But she has said that she can't give a lot of updates because 1, NDAs, and 2, progress is slow, because even though this stuff is all remote now, remote stuff is still hard. So
Yeah.
because it's also a lot of animation gets outsourced to Eastern countries, and they're still under lockdowns, and there's a bunch of.
But yeah.
Didn't want to pop it, but I didn't want to be like.
Yeah. No, but no. In all sincerity, I don't due to not having been to cinema for about almost a year, kind of. I wonder why. I have not seen any trailers for upcoming stuff. I don't really follow something like back in the day when the co-optional podcast was still a thing, where they regularly talked about upcoming video game projects and trailers. I don't watch anything like this, so I also do not know about upcoming video games unless we count Steam early access things that you can see. And yeah, with shows, because I do not like spoilers, I don't follow people who give out outlooks for upcoming shows. So I actually, I mean, I guess I can say Vox Machina because that seems funny. This is a fully animated show based on the first season of Critical Role, which they kickstarted so many millions, I believe, for that they now actually, instead of a single video, making an entire show. That's something. I'm not sure when it's supposed to come out, but I believe Brandon only asked about future stuff with no time frame. So yeah, future stuff. So this is probably by default my answer, because at the moment I cannot really come up with anything except seasons, like additional seasons to shows that I'm already loving.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we all got something to be excited for during the summer, though.
Oh.
Fucking Space Jam 2 has a release date.
Yeah, that is true. Yep.
July 16th. People will finally get their fix of Lola, and then probably will be upset because she's not walking fan service anymore.
I did ask the question on like Golden Fox's podcast, like, do you think they'll bring Lola back? And if so, do you think she'll be furry bait?
I have already seen pictures, so she will be back.
She's going to be back. They brought back Kathy Soucie to be the voice of her, which was the original voice, because in the Looney Tunes show, where she actually had a personality, she was voiced by Kristen Wiig. But knowing how writing conventions are now, I have a feeling she will be written less as a "don't call me doll" character, and maybe be a healthy mix of the Looney Tunes show. And for all we know, she could act like Babs from Tiny Toons, because that's essentially what Babs was. Who knows? I just want her to be loony. Ooh. You can be sexy and silly. That is the preferred way of being sexy. But it's like, but yeah, so there you go.
Did you know that apparently another Ladybug movie is coming out?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be in like Shanghai or something. The New York movie. Me and Max, before we get to the Discord question, me and Max watched the New York movie, and I think like halfway through we were just so annoyed.
I mean, I'm obviously a fan.
Point I was like,
I have this thing still
I'm
up.
a fan too.
But
yeah, I mean, I'm still a fan too. But as a fan, I could say this was not good.
No, it wasn't.
And and also like some of the stuff, I was like, what is happening? The fucking Marinette. The Marinette. What? Adrian? I'm so fucking tired of Marionette and Adrian. I'm done. Stop it. You're bad.
Stop it.
Okay, it's time to stop.
It's time to stop. You have two other people that like you for who you are, that you're comfortable around. Marinette, you could do better than Adrian. Adrian's a dumb blonde.
He is. He
really is. Next, here, okay. Oh, this is for me, apparently, from Magical Dude. This one's for Key. Would you rather listen to every groan-worthy pun, joke, and innuendo as ANY has ever made, or every belch Golden Fox has ever made? Yes can answer too, and ANY can answer, I guess, if he swaps himself with Key. I don't really make bad jokes. I'm just bad, so I don't know what would be the swap would be. Would he rather hear Golden belching?
Yeah, I can answer for you.
Or me.
Okay.
constantly saying fun facts about movies.
So here's the thing. You answer the question, and then I put myself into your shoes and tell you if you answered it correctly or not.
I'd rather listen to every joke you make than belching.
Really?
That's what I figured. Yeah.
I can't. What?
Because I would have actually. Yeah, you are wrong. Answering the question for you yourself, because I know better for you what you would enjoy more, because that's how people work.
Please,
What?
I would.
What is happening?
There's
right
there's
now?
already a perfect example of what Magical was talking about right here.
See,
Max.
the thing is, I can't stand the sounds of belching. Like I love Brett to death,
But
but I hate that.
okay.
However,
You can love someone and hate an aspect about them. I
Very
know
true,
that there are vice versa things. At least with your thing I hate, I can respond back. I can't make a witty response to a burp. I can make a witty response to a bad joke or innuendo. So I feel like there's more of an invitation to punch you when it comes to a bad joke than an invitation to punch him if he burps. Because he can make the argument that that's not a choice.
Yeah.
You choose.
I believe Wolfhead, you already agreed with Key, or do you have a counterpoint or something to add? Because you were like,
no, it's just I thought Key would rather listen to any witty bad joke you have to make instead of Brett burping, because I have heard Brett burp before. There's a lot, is what I can say. It's a lot to take in, and I'm with Key on the aspect of like she can't respond to a burp, especially Brett's burps, because they're astonishing in a way. So you just have to just stand back and be revolted. So,
I mean, I'm also going back and rereading the question, like, since he's like, would you rather listen to all that crappy stuff from ANY or all of Golden's burps? So I have the feeling we are talking a compilation. You have to sit through a compilation of either of them.
I'd rather sit through a compilation of your jokes than a compilation. That doesn't make it different.
You just record.
Yeah.
You just
like,
record his burps on a cassette tape and hand it to Keyframe.
Hey,
a mixtape.
Wolfhead,
He
hey,
made me a mixtape.
hey, Wolfhead, hey, Wolfhead, hey, Wolf.
What?
You're an editor and a fan, right?
Oh no!
Go to Golden
no
Fox's streams, all of his streams, and make a supercut of all his burps.
You see, well, I would have to rename the file to like Beatles something and be like, "Hey, Key, I made this for you," and it'll just say Beatles something, and then she'll play like 2 seconds of it, and it's like, burp, burp, burp,
but then you
I already have to live with it.
You take but you have then this lineup of burps, and then you auto tune them to actually come together.
Is it like when people vocoded that Eggman speech to the national anthem? Like, what is happening? Either way, before moving to the next question, because I want to leave this ship, to put Golden on blast for 1 second, I remember...
Oh, no.
Wasn't he in the comments in the chat earlier?
It's in the other one. I remember we went to breakfast in Las Vegas. Like, we went to breakfast, and he started sneezing. He was sneezing or coughing, and both me and Max were like, cover your mouth. And he's like, what, so I don't get the COVID? And it's like, no, because that's the polite thing to do, Brett. Like,
Brett, I'm gonna make fun of you if I ever talk to you in chat again.
I feel like, look, me and Max have known each other for 7 years, but I don't think we've ever vehemently agreed on something more than that day of being like, no, because it's polite. It was just such a genuine, yeah. I don't know why, but that sticks with me because I've never think we've been more on the same page. I don't know what that says about our relationship, but that shows that we were on the same page then.
Just go to another restaurant and just witness Brett making the most guttural throat noises that you can ever imagine. Just
Oh no! For that we have our good friend Irish John.
Oh really?
Whenever you say something that he reacts like disgusted or negatively to, he makes this like wrenching sound. Like
Oh god,
yeah.
that's the worst.
Please don't.
Yeah,
I can't stand those noises.
mention something he doesn't like, and it's like bruh, this sound. I'm like, oh, geez, dude. But
just
yeah.
look over at Key and witness her physically cringing into like her
Yeah.
own skeleton. She's just like, oh no, please stop, no.
but yeah, to answer the question why you're both wrong, obviously, no, me a hyper compilation of me just spewing all my bullshit is probably harder to fade out. If you have an actual compilation of just constant burping noises, they become background at some point.
Tell you for being
Okay.
with both of you for nearly over half a decade, you can't fade either of them out. They are both just as pungent as the first.
Max, did you miss when I said that like Brett's burps are very like pungent and abrupt? Abrupt. Like you can't ignore that.
Oh well.
No matter how much time has passed.
What was that? Was that an insult towards you that your bullshit is still just as bad as his burps? Or I don't know what this says.
No, I'm kind of
Anyways.
fulfilling the answer because due to me being one half of this punishment and Brett's burps being the other half of this punishment, I'm probably in a tricky position to actually judge on it properly. Anyways,
There's no lesser than two evils. It's just what evil can I stand longer?
yeah, fair point.
Anyways,
Next question.
I really need to stop talking, so we're gonna do the fuck, marry, kill. Everyone,
Okay.
just ask your question again next week. I'm sorry, but I really am dying.
You're not even answering Wolf's question about this young lady.
Okay, we can answer this one
No.
right now. She's super hot. All right, she's
The
super hot.
fucking
I love her
MILF
to death.
machine.
To give the question by not a fake name, what do you guys think of the villain from the new Resident Evil game? Okay, you
She's
say.
hot. I love her.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I love her.
Not my type. I'm not too much into busty because I'm more into slender, and she is more on the busty kind of end. And then there's also the what is her style? What do you call this style? 20s style?
She's like she's Victorian.
Victorian style. Yeah, this. I mean,
yeah.
I like my Victorian style as steampunk, but not this lady style with the brim head and the dress and whatnot. So
Yeah,
not my type.
I think she's going to be cool, like as a character and a villain in the thing. I also find lots of fan art of her hilarious because most of them are is the main character hiding under her boobs and she can't find him. So you know what? I'm not into busty people either, as someone who doesn't have much of one in the first place. But I'm a fan of comedy. Also, her hat is cool. I'm with denim. I like the hat. But
I saw one weird piece of. Then we can move on. But one piece of fan art where she was from the back and she was undressed, so it was still safe for work because you didn't directly see or something. But she was not just buff, but also she was not just busty, but also buff. She had like a bag with all the muscles there, and I'm like,
ooh, yes.
This one nearly got my opinion turned on her. I mean, we all know that the best part that came out of the train of something hoogity-boo, the anime with the train and the zombies, exactly there. God. But yeah,
that
sorry.
girl is goals. That girl is goals. Anyways, enough of our simping.
Don't say this word on Twitch. My channel gets banned.
Enough of my tier 3 subscription to the concept of being a buff anime girl one day. Was that better?
This was horrible. Uh-oh,
Okay.
she dying. Okay, quick. FMK.
No, yeah.
Who did it? Ooh, wait.
Curse,
Odie won. No, who wait?
curse you ISPs. Yeah, this is only
Oh,
ODS
yeah.
FMK this week.
Huh.
It's that time again. I'm sure it won't be too weird, right? Fuck, marry, kill. Music legends. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. Michael Jackson, the king of pop. And Freddie Mercury, the queen of stomping your feet. Have fun and remember, rock your body. Okay, I'm gonna make just a real talk, Chrissy talking here. No fucking Michael Jackson 1990s court case jokes. The
Okay.
man's dead, and it's been widely proven that all that was just a fucking exploitation scheme, and none of it happened. Don't desecrate the dead man's name.
Okay.
He was a weird guy, but he wasn't a pedophile. I'll die on that hill. Anyways, back to fun times.
Wolfhead. Fuck, marry, kill. Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury. Go.
Do you judge a man based on how they died? Because Elvis Presley died on the toilet.
He died of a heart attack on the toilet, so you can make fun of him shitting and the fact that he was fat.
Oh boy.
Oh, that kind of joke about dead people is allowed. I see how it is.
Okay, there's a difference between being a fat ass and being accused of being a pedophile. Like,
Listen, fat asses need love too. All right.
yeah, more cushion for the pushing, I guess.
More cushion for the pushing. She's right.
So where does this leave you, Wolfhead?
Let's see. I'm thinking. I'm gonna. Oh, this is gonna have some people hate me. I'm gonna kill Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I wasn't a huge fan of Michael Jackson. I didn't start listening to his music until after he died, and then I became a sort of mini fan of Michael Jackson. But I'm not a big enough fan of Michael Jackson to fuck and or marry him, so I'm gonna kill Michael Jackson. I'm sorry.
Well, there goes my mercy killing answer. Damn it.
Let's see. Am I gonna?
He had a
I
fucked
feel
up
like
life. The poor guy.
I'm gonna-
You still, yeah, but you could have married him instead of
I mean, now
mercy killing him.
Anyway, sorry, Wolfhead, you're round.
I'm gonna fuck Elvis Presley because more cushion for the pushing. I think I'm gonna marry Freddie Mercury because he is just such a glamour queen. I love Freddie Mercury. He's the greatest.
You wanted to marry. Oh, it gets.
I wanted to marry Freddie Mercury first. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna marry Freddie Mercury because he's a glamour queen. I love Freddie Mercury. I haven't seen. Isn't there like a documentary about his
Well, there's a
his
movie.
life? There's
Okay,
a movie.
Bohemian Rhapsody
Yes.
is not a documentary.
Nope.
It is heavily fictionalized.
In this context, I highly recommend checking out the pitch meeting to Bohemian Rhapsody. It's absolutely on point in that regard. Hey, and then
It
I
is
show the
chef's
scene. I show the scene where they do this and that, and where they for the first time. Oh, really? This is what happened? No, I made it up. Beautiful.
Fuck Bryan Singer. The only good thing in that movie is Rami Malek. God damn that movie. Okay.
Okay, well that's my answer. That is my answer that I presented to you two. What do you?
Wait,
What do
wait,
you
wait,
guys
wait, you-
answer?
Oh, you married Freddie, and okay, makes all sense. So,
He fucked
Yeah.
Elvis, he killed Michael.
yep. Oh, Keyframe. Oh, I'm feeling so sorry for you. So, I gonna fuck Freddie Mercury, and calculate where this leaves you with the rest. You get all the best answers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Continue. You
yes.
need to make
So
you need to still make your case.
I know. I gonna fuck Freddie Mercury because I mean, look at this man, and he even comes with a porn
Freddie
mustache. He is. I lip sync battled this man, and the only way to get even closer is to fuck him. So.
I mean, and of all of them, he probably is the only one who knows how to please a man.
Also, very true. Very true.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
I should not be helping these points. You stole them away from me.
I already. Really? You really wanted to fuck the gay guy? Did you hope to convert him or something?
Gay. He was not gay. He was bisexual. No bi erasure in my household. Don't be like the fucking Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
Anyway,
Right.
so I am therefore consequently marrying Michael Jackson. Fun fact, so when I was a child, I actually was a Michael Jackson fan, probably because I'm old enough in this call. So he was actually still the active reigning king of pop, and so yeah, it's like
You were a kid. Oh, you got some of the best eras of Michael.
exactly. I literally grew up with his music, so it's like marrying your idol isn't that the great thing, because that never backfires completely. No, but therefore Michael Jackson marrying him. Maybe here's the thing: he had to go through a lot of shit in his life, and maybe then just having a chill marriage, and it's maybe a nice happy ending for him. So
Plus, you get to have a bunch of cool shit because Neverland
Yeah,
Ranch is like a
look at
fucking
this.
Disneyland.
yeah, and here's the thing. I am also a child at heart, so we could just ride roller coasters all day long.
You could have a pet monkey.
Yeah, but my ferrets, I would have already have my ferrets. So see, that's the thing. Michael, I guess spending a life with Michael can be fun and good. So, and well, Elvis. I kill Elvis for the very obvious reason
That he stole rock and roll from black people.
did he? I don't know. Did he? I don't know. I'm not into music history enough.
In reality, the Prometheus of what we took to rock and roll that would evolve into the British invasion and thus modern pop music was taken from rhythm and blues from a majority of black artists, and then they were kind of gentrified into music that was done by musicians such as Elvis Presley.
Well, but yeah. I don't have a good reason for him to. Why wanna I kill him?
Just a casual...
Look at this busty lady over here. Okay, Keyframe, your answer.
God damn it. Okay, so okay. Oh no. Don't kill Freddie Mercury.
No, I don't know. No.
Wanna be AIDS? Like, come on now. Do I just kill him? Can I go back in time and just kill him right before he tested HIV positive? Because I feel like I would save him from a fate worse than death. That's a mercy killing.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, you can like mercy kill him.
Before the testing.
Well, because I'm just saying, like, before it got bad, because he had HIV and then it evolved into AIDS. So I would probably just mercifully put him to sleep before he had to, because he looked. Let's be real here. So there you go. There's the mercy killing. So then I'm gonna marry Elvis Presley, because apparently this is the 1950s. He's the king of rock and roll. Those fucking Graceland has a bunch of shit, and all of that would go to me. So You know what? He's probably the peak of a gold digger answer of all of these. Probably. In reality. Plus, I get to be Chrissy Presley. That sounds kind of, well, God. Compared to
Isn't this
When
the
you
name?
say it out loud, it sounds better in your head.
Christine Marie Presley. I mean, compared to like Christine Marie Jackson or Christine Marie Mercury.
What
That one sounds cool. Why did I have to kill Red
what if Chrissy Mercury? Yeah, but
Chrissy Mercury,
Cosmic Presley.
Yeah. Cosmic. Okay, there we go.
But
So yeah,
what's
I'm gonna
Arnie's
marry it for
wife's
the name
first
and the
name
money.
again? Arnie's wife's first name. What is her name again? Isn't she a Presley?
Me? No, she was a Kennedy.
Oh, a Kennedy. Did
Yeah.
aren't there Presley still around and getting married?
I mean, there's Lisa Marie Presley. She's married and she had a kid who died.
Ooh.
So, but they all, the Elvis only had one kid, I think.
Anyways,
Anyway,
you wanted to tell us why you want to sleep with Michael Jackson.
Look, man, before the vitiligo really got him, he was hot. Like, no one's telling me what era of Michael I'm sleeping with.
I mean, the Moonwalker Michael.
Yeah, if I can go Billie Jean, hell, you know what? I'll go bad era Michael, like with the leather and the chains, like that, and then he gets to run away from a bunch of claymation people and dance with a rabbit. Like, I feel like the world of Michael, of Moonwalker era Michael, is such a trip. That has to be one hell of a lay. So he got to fuck Elvis Presley's kid. Like, let's not forget that he was married to Lisa Marie Presley. He got to fuck the daughter of the King of Rock and Roll, so he must have some god-tier dance moves in the sack.
Just moonwalks into the bedroom.
Wait. So this would basically mean you would sleep with your own son-in-law.
No, there's people who have searched that up and probably like it. You hate it because I'm
Awkward.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random grabs. Time for awkward guests. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guests. Hard work and analysis, which you do